Alrighty, well thank you so much to Barnes & Nobles for providing today's unboxing gift. When I say providing, I mean they allowed me to go into their store with a trench coat and walk out with this gift, and I didn't have to give them a cent. So thank you again, Barnes & Nobles. I'm super excited to show you guys what's inside this beautiful package right here. But first, the intro. I struck out in a t-ball game. Alrighty, so we got this hot off the press. It is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain. Not just any book though, this is the introduction and notes by Robert O'Meally, and gang, this one's a hoot. Alright, so price-wise, good news if you're a goddamn American, it's only $4.95. Unfortunately, if you're a Canadian, you gotta run the extra $6.95 on this baby right over here. But you do get words like color and flavor spelled in the Canadian language, so that's a bonus right there. Now this book is around 8 to 10 inches. It's got a nice weight, probably a couple pounds. Smells like a book. Picture on the book is pretty straightforward. It's a bunch of boats, which probably has something to do with the book, unlike some other American classics that I've read. You know, guys, the packaging is so important with these types of products. Packaging is kind of like a first date with a girl, you know? You either fall in love with her immediately or she ends up chopped up in the back of a Wendy's. Easy opening and closing abilities, no USB needed, although if you do want to use this product at night, you will need to get some night vision goggles, which will run you 200 to 300 extra smackaroos. The read time on the book ranges from 3 hours to a lifetime, depending on your investment in 19th century English literature. I like this product because of its dexterity. It's really easy to bend. It's very small, so you can put it inside your trench coat and walk out of Barnes & Nobles when no one is looking. And I especially like how durable this book is compared to other books that aren't as durable. Alright, so let's pop this Mark Twain open. Now what immediately jumps out to me about this book is that it is 12-point font, Times New Roman, single-spaced. I mean, Mark isn't trying to embellish and beef up the book like a bunch of other authors. He gives you what he's got, and you gotta respect a man like that. So right off the bat, you have the description of the product, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, by Mark Twain, and the next page we get some info on Mark, which is really nice because I do like to get to know the developer of the product. It just makes it feel a little more personal with the consumer. Alright. Wow, so I absolutely love the sound of the pages turning. It's like a hard sandpaper or fingernails against chalk. It's just got this really light, nice feel and engages me right off the bat to read some more. Alright, so now we're getting into the introduction that was promised by Robert O'Meally, and this is why you get the book instead of other Adventures of Huck Finn Twain books. It's really for the O'Meally effect. I do gotta say, it's a short introduction and I was expecting a little more quality for the price of this book. So the next page we have the table of contents, and this is why I love the Barnes & Nobles classics, is because they really lay out what's going to happen inside the book. There's no surprises with Barnes & Nobles. It's straightforward to the point. Alright, so if you turn the page here, you actually do have another introduction by Mr. O'Meally, and I mean, it's just entirely too long, so I take back what I said earlier. I'm trying to get to my American classic here, you know? Alright, so we get to chapter 1. You don't know about me. Without you have read a book by the name of The Adventures. And yeah, and whatever, he's writing in the book, you got stuff. Now what I love is how you have these chapters dividing whatever it's dividing, whatever they're for, but it makes it easier for the consumer to get through the book and have stopping points, unlike some other books which have no chapter capabilities. Wow, this is great. I mean, O'Mealy's notes really take the book to another level. And I know there's those Twainies out there that just want the original version, but for the general population, this O'Mealy is way worth the price. Listen, I'm not gonna say this is the best book I've ever read in my life, but the combination of Twain's words and O'Mealy's notes makes this the best book I've ever read in my life. Now, I know some of you are being held back by the price, but this book is an investment. You put this baby on your shelf and you have a sexy friend come over, or someone you're trying to do business with, or your estranged father that you're trying to rekindle your relationship with, and they'll be head over heels. I mean, sorry, one sec, I thought I heard something.
Greetings, Michael. This is your sexy friend saying how much I love your book.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, this is your business the business guy that you showed around your house, and I love seeing that Mark Twain book in your shelf area.
Mikey, can you hear me? This is your father.
Dad?
I love that book, and I love you once again.
Thanks, Mark Twain. Listen, can you get a better book for $4.95 US, no shipping and handling included? Maybe. But you look at the dimensions, the pictures, the font, and it's all about the experience. Trust me, Barnes & Nobles is gonna get a lot of these babies off their shelves. And if you're lucky, you may be able to snag one. If you're not lucky enough, feel free to contact Self-Improvement. I have about 250 of these copies that I stole, that I took, that I borrowed, that I bought from Barnes & Nobles, waiting to be purchased by a young, innocent person like you. They go for $8 a pop.